taking the money for the old man. That's all they're doing.
But everything is not that though. I think everything is not always that though. Drop the old man, the sugar daddy and the woman. That's no. Everything is not that.
What are you talking about then? You said she's there for the money. So that means he's a sugar daddy if she's there for the money.
That's not
So what are we talking
true,
about?
girl. No.
What is not true, Queen Jules? What's not true?
Him being a sugar daddy, her being just because she's there for the money, meaning he might not be giving her anything. I don't think he's spending money on them. I don't know if y'all talk about
I told you that
$40.
already.
Hold
I
on.
told you he wasn't paying all the bills. You coming up with that he's paying all the bills and that's what she's
Well,
there
he's
for. So
paying
which
his
one is
bills
it?
for his
Hold
house.
on. So they
He
did
is
say that
paying the
he.
bills, girl.
So
He's
they
paying his
did say.
utilities and shit.
Hold on. They did say that he paid like daycare fee and send like $10 or $20 or something like that.
But we talking about for Erica, what he's doing for Erica.
Oh, for
He probably
Erica.
going 50-50 with her. He's probably going
Nah, he
50-50
ain't
with
doing that.
Erica.
He got to continue
Bullshit.
to pay his part
Bullshit.
of his
Bullshit. He's
home.
going 50-50 with that woman.
No, he's
I
not.
promise you he going 50-50. Bullshit.
No,
I promise you he going 50-50 because he don't
no.
like her like that to be paying all the bills. He does not
He
like
gonna
her
pay
to be.
his bills. He gonna pay his bills. He's a man. He's gonna pay his utilities, his insurance, his mortgage, or whatever that
He's
comes with his
50-50.
home, girl.
He's not going to take care of a woman fully that he doesn't
That's
like,
not
Queen
taking
Jules.
care of a woman. He is doing the manly duties and providing for himself. He's not gonna let his house go. Are you
They're going
kidding me?
50-50.
Okay,
They're going
wait.
No,
50-50.
drop. No, that's
They're
not
going
how that
50-50.
works.
They could possibly be going 50-50 to a degree.
Exactly.
To a degree though. It could be it
No,
could be it could be blended in there because they are
no.
alleging, hold on, Queen Jules, they are alleging that he may be utilizing the women to also take the place of the support. So that's where that other 50 would come in, because if he is swindling the women to cover his support, then that would be a form of 50-50 to a degree, depending on how much
Nah,
he's
she
able to
ain't paying
swindle.
50-50.
This is what he would do. If he wants somebody there to take care of his daughter, he would say, "Hey, we gonna kick this thing off. Why don't you let your house go? You paying
Thank
all
you,
those bills.
Al.
Allow me to finish, Queen. It's two queens up here, but anyway." He could be telling her, okay, why don't you let your house go? It don't make sense for us to pay bills at two houses. You just come here and pay the light, water, and gas, and I pay the house note. He did not let a woman that he does not like move into his house, who he ain't even fucking, and he paying all the bills. Ain't no
Drop
nigga
Queen, she
finna do
still has
that.
a mortgage. Drop Queen, she still has a mortgage, if I'm not mistaken. She
But
has
she
a
don't have
mortgage on the house
bills.
in Charlotte.
But
Drop
she
Her
don't
Queen
kids
have
don't
the.
be
living
knowing, y'all.
there.
She don't be
She don't have to
knowing.
pay the light, water, and gas though.
But her
She
kids
don't.
are living there. I could have sworn, like, I would think that she's still paying for her kids. I just wanted to add that in there. Yeah, she still has a mortgage and her kids are living. I don't know if her
We
children work or not. That's none of my business, but
Well,
If
let's
she
think
bringing
about
The
this.
anything in
benefit to
that
her
house,
is
it
that
could
while
be
Wait,
she's
hold
in
on.
done.
Houston, she doesn't have to
Let's
pay the
think
cost
about
of
this,
living in
y'all. She
Houston.
is not. Let's think about this. She is not overexerting herself. We know that much because, again, if we think she's a smart woman, so if we think she's a smart woman, then we would know that she's not overexerting herself. But we do know that she is possibly helping.
She's a desperate woman, Manny. She's desperate. She's
Oh
gonna
my
do
God.
whatever. That's why she got up here lying and talk about how she's sucking and fucking, but the man telling somebody he ain't fucked nobody in 2 years. So
hey,
she's
I'm
gonna.
But
gonna
no, honey, she could be sucking and
I told
fucking,
y'all she was a
and he
liar,
could be lying.
and
She
I
could
told
be
y'all she was a
sucking and
liar, and I
fucking.
told you she was a liar.
I'm
okay,
not
I'm gonna
moving
say
in no
something
man's house paying
controversial.
nothing. I'm telling y'all right now. I ain't
Okay,
doing it.
I'm gonna say something controversial. I'm not moving in to pay bills and pay and take care of your daughter, and you ain't put a ring on it. I'm sorry.
You don't have
But
That
that
y'all
on
do
part
you. You are
realize,
too.
desperate.
hold on. Y'all say a man is not gonna lie about that. A man is telling that to another woman he wants to get with, so he is gonna make it to her appear that he's abstinence to a certain point.
Ain't nobody moving in no man's house. Imagine a man paying all his bills, have a good job, and you walk in there telling something you're gonna cover 50% of his bills. Like it's so. That's how I know y'all. Obviously, y'all ain't never been in a
Look, I'm
situation
not
like
gonna
that.
argue with you about this. You know,
Desperate women
Skylar.
do desperate things, Queen Jules. The
Skylar,
woman is
men would
desperate.
Ain't
never
that
tell a
much
woman that he
desperation
ain't.
in the
Can I
world?
Skylar,
ask a
men would
question?
tell. Hold up, y'all. Skylar, men will tell other women that they have not had any to get that woman that they're trying to bag. They will.
Can I tell y'all? Y'all told me I was wrong. Y'all
Wait,
hollered
can
and
y'all answer
screamed.
that for Skylar? Because Skylar is really thinking that men will not. Will y'all answer that? That men will tell y'all that they have been abstinence just to get with y'all. Y'all will be their new
But
coochie.
doesn't he live with the woman and they know that?
No, he said that to Jen. He didn't tell
But
Right,
doesn't
but
her.
she
he
know that
lives
she
with
lives
Jen.
with the woman?
Right, he
But
lives with
again, it
Jen.
was up to Jen to believe it.
But he can tell Jen the truth.
Bruh,
What
listen,
Skylar
I'm gonna
saying?
tell you, if a
He
man
has
is
a
living
woman.
with a woman, there's no way to lie about that. I 100% believe him if he says he doesn't want to have sex, because there's a lot of men who are with women they just don't want to be with anymore. They just don't want to have sex with them. That
Right,
happens
I
all the
agree.
time.
I agree.
Yeah, they just got together. He
It's
already
called a
knows
second
that.
Which
marriage.
means she put him in a headlock. Pay attention.
So if she put him in a headlock and he's doing something that he don't want to do, why would he be paying all the bills? Don't make sense, Queen Jules.
Girl,
She's
he
paying.
gotta
Okay,
I
pay his
believe
bills.
Drop
Drop, you
Queen, they're
are
going
not
50 and 50.
smart.
can we look at the
Okay.
full picture here? Okay, so you mean that, okay, so Sam is only paying his half, and then that means Erica's paying 50%. She's paying for her mortgage and the bills for her son to stay in the Charlotte house and taking care of her kid and not getting no dick or
Her son,
ring. Fuck
she's
out of here.
desperate.
Come on
Like,
now.
Sweet.
hold on,
Yeah,
She's
no, hold
that's called
on.
desperate.
desperate.
No,
Drop Queen is
hold on.
crazy.
Let Sweet's point marinate because that's what I'm saying. Like, do we think this woman is smart or not?
She's a desperate person.
Oh
She's
my God.
desperate. Desperation makes you. It's
Yo,
called. Have you ever heard of a GD woman? I mean, GD man with a PhD woman. They have women out here that just want a man. They just want a body, and they'll do
But we
anything to
talking
get it.
about Erica though. Do y'all honestly think Erica is this type of woman that y'all are
Have you seen
clarifying?
yes.
Erica? Yes.
Oh
Yo,
wow.
can I
Y'all need
say
to
this?
like
Listen,
I
listen,
say
listen.
that it was
Wait, hold
mutually
up. Let me
beneficial.
say
I'm not
something that
paying
y'all
for
need to
this.
hear. Let me say something y'all need to hear. Whoever gets upset about this, you're exactly who I'm talking about. The world is split down the middle between two type of people. I don't care about white, black, Hispanic. There's pretty people and there's ugly people. That's the world that we live in. You never seen a pretty person starve or go for nothing. You don't see pretty homeless people. You see ugly homeless people. Now let me get to my point with what I'm saying about that. When you see an ugly person, you could judge a book by its cover 1,000%. I said I don't know anything about this, and I said just judging by her, get mad if you want. She's an ugly person. I already knew everything that happened between her and the guy before even knowing anything, because this is the way the world works. It's the same fucking shit, different toilet. Don't be upset. This is every time it's the same story over and over. I already knew he was not having sex with her. I already know he was using her for whatever the fuck he was using her for. This is what ugly people get used for. Ugly people are not meant to be where you're not meant supposed to be happy with an ugly person. She's an ugly person, bruh. Like this is 1,000 times over. This is the and if you're upset about it, then you're probably an ugly person. Listen, and it's okay. You just got to get a
Skylar
great
did say that
personality.
yesterday.
I did
Skylar
say
did
that, and
say
I
that
didn't know
yesterday.
anything.
She said
I
all
don't
this
sit
yesterday.
here and hear these lives or
You don't even
anything.
know Erica.
I'm going by the way the world works. An ugly person is always going to have the short end of the stick. A pretty person is always going to be fucking great no matter what they do. Believe it.
Pretty people get used too, but I want to tell y'all something. Since y'all know the Bible, do y'all remember Rebecca and Leah? Abraham, Isaac. Isaac treated Leah so bad. Was that Isaac or Jacob? Abraham, Isaac. No, that was Jacob. Jacob treated Leah so bad because she was ugly. Rebecca, he worked 14 years for because he loved her. He treated Leah's child different because Leah was ugly. He loved Rebecca. So Scholar is not lying. The Bible even talks about looks. And I know that pretty people get taken advantage of. I've been cheated on. I've been dogged. I've been done. That's the truth. But still, we can look at this and see what it is. And
On
y'all
the
talking about
average, on the average. We're talking about the
average.
average. Yeah, like
The
on
average.
the average pretty person does not have it this hard, does not go through this kind of drama. I'm sorry, this is a I'm trying not to laugh, but this is an ugly person situation.
Sweet, what you show us, Sweet?
Sometimes you have to write things down. Can someone big box me, please, while y'all have this conversation?
But
Because
you
this is what
assuming that
y'all
her
are talking about.
But her grown children could be paying those bills at her other house themselves. That it's
Okay,
grown
we're gonna do
children.
25. All right, we're gonna do 50% of the NC bills then, because I don't think the grown children are paying a mortgage. Let's just say 50%
No,
of the
they probably
NC
paying the
bills.
light, water, and gas. They probably not paying the mortgage. They probably
All
she
right, let's
probably
do
have light and
33%.
gas. It's probably
Okay,
just
all
light and
right.
gas. Yeah, light and
Okay,
gas.
let's do 33%. Okay, all right, there we go.
That
Sweet.
don't
Do
make
you
no.
know they
Look
have
at that shit. That shit don't make no sense.
sweet? Do
That
you
Somebody.
shit
know
don't make no goddamn sense.
sweet? Do
What's
you
up,
know
Drop
that there
Queen?
are women who take men and their children into their home and take care of men's children while he's sitting home and play the game? This happens all the time, y'all. This happens.
And
You
what
ain't
is
never
that
heard
guy
the story.
usually? But what is that guy usually? He's usually the attractive guy in the neighborhood who got a lot of who got a lot of children, probably with the same woman or probably not. That's what usually happens. That's why a lot of guys, the culture is with a lot of men nowadays, no matter what you are, a lot of guys are just staying home a lot because these women are falling for men's over their looks. So like the whole dynamic has
Exactly.
changed. There's a lot prettier guys now than they are prettier women. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's just the way the world is working right now.
Well, women don't really care about looks. They just want a man.
Oh yes, they fucking do.
They just want a man. Ugly men get women too.
Oh yeah, but that's usually because they're packing something. Let's be honest.
They just okay, but they had to get them to pack to know that they're packing. A
But
woman don't
women
know
can
that you're
smell it. But
packing.
women can smell it.
We can't now smell that.
You could smell. You know if a guy's packing. If he's an ugly,
No,
skinny guy,
you
he's
not.
usually packing. You know that.
Skinny men do pack. Skinny men do pack.
I told you.
Erica is
And
more
for
than
some women, that's
50% of
enough.
Sam's bills. That is ridiculous. Sam was already
That
taking care of his household before he ever met Erica. He was already taking care of multiple women in his household before he ever met Erica. Erica is not paying half of Sam's bills. He's not that type of guy. That's ridiculous.
He don't like her. Why would he have her
It
coming?
doesn't matter. She's there to help him with his daughter. She's not there to help him with his
He
bills.
could
That
have
is
he could have
ridiculous.
paid a nanny for that. He didn't need her for that.
she
He got
chose
all
that
his
though.
money.
Wait, you do need help with that. Hold on now, Drop. You just
I said
saying
a
it.
nanny. He could have paid a nanny for
No,
that.
you want a mother figure, not a nanny. A nanny is
Well,
not a mother figure.
Guys aren't that deep. We're not gonna
some
look that deep
nannies
into
are
it.
mother figures. Some nannies are mother figures. Well, do you think
It
it's
was a
better to
mutually
get this
beneficial
woman?
relationship. She's moving her business to Houston. While she's doing that, working on building her clients and stuff, she doesn't have to pay for the cost of living in Houston because she's living in his house. And the exchange is that she's caring for his daughter, who she happens to already genuinely love. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. The only problem came in is that she didn't know that he was acting like he was oh so ready with Jen. She's okay with the fact that he's not ready. She's playing the act on here. She's benefiting from it on here. She's having fun. Don't y'all remember she at one point when she as soon as she got with him, she's like, I'm not being messy anymore. I'm not doing mess. Because he don't like that kind of stuff. Once he figured out what type of woman she was, he don't like her. But he had already told her
You
that
know,
she could stay in
Messytok.
Houston. He had already told her that she could stay in Houston in her house until she got her business off the ground. And he said in those text messages to Jen that he wants to be a man of his word. He's not going to put her out in the streets. And so unless she decides that she wants to leave, that's where she'll be.
That lady only decided to move to Houston and move her business to Houston because she was messing with a dick that she wanted that lived in Houston. That woman wanted that man. That woman loves that man. Y'all, please. She had not thought
So I
about
think
moving to Houston until she could move under that dick that she ain't getting.
Drop is speaking from Erica's point of view, and I think Asia is speaking from Sam's point of view.
Job Queen is just telling the absolute truth. I mean, I don't know how she knows this, but good job. You definitely do know.
I study men and women. This is my topics. This is what I study. Men don't like. I could have told. I knew he didn't like Erica because ain't no man like no messy woman. He don't like. That's why I tell y'all I don't. I don't do all this in front of my husband. I'll tell him I'm on TikTok. I'll tell him I'm trying to make some money. He don't mind if I'm trying to make some money. He don't know if it's just $25.
Drop
But
Queen, you
as
don't
long
think
as
the
I say
same
he
was
want to
messy by only
Hold
messing
on,
with
now that,
women on Messytok?
but
That
hold on,
man is
that is true.
messy.
Now
but
that
men
is
don't
true.
like messy woman
Hold
though.
on,
Men
that
don't.
is true because again, I'm sure majority of the people said that they are trying to make some type of forward move versus just coming on here to waste time, basically. So I agree with Drop on that.
So drop. I want to ask you this. So if he don't like messy women, then why is he in Jen's inbox?
He'll accept it from her because she's a beautiful woman. But you don't see Jen in. I told y'all last week that the type of messy Erica is the type of messy that when I leave you in my house, you smelling my drawers and going through my medicine cabinet. It's different. Women are a little catty. Women have their emotions. Women do little things. But the type of messy that Erica is on a totally different level. And you don't hear Jen in a lot of mess like you hear Erica. But he can cover
Y'all,
that
and
because
honestly,
Jen is
y'all on
beautiful.
the and honestly, y'all on the panel, the poll is up. Smiley face for Jen, sad face for Erica. So do y'all think Jen and Erica match and messy? Do y'all think they match and messy? Who y'all think
That
is
would be
Yes.
a
messy?
yes or no
Yes.
question. That'll be a yes or
Yes.
no, Manny.
Yeah,
Or
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
read
asking
Yes.
downstairs. Do they think who they think is messier, Jen or Erica? I'm
It's
asking
no,
okay.
downstairs.
it's no, it's 50-50. It's 50-50.
I figured that's what you was thinking, Queen Jules. So y'all think they're 50-50 messy? Queen
I
Jules
just
already
think that
answered.
Jen is younger and she's more attractive than what's her name?
I do
Erica.
think it's a difference in their mess. I don't think Jen is to Erica's level. I really honestly don't.
I
I
don't
don't
One's
think
either.
hard to look at and the other one's not hard to look at. Can you just say that?
I
Can you just
disagree,
be
Manny.
truthful? Just be truthful.
So
Why can't y'all be
let's
truthful?
explain the poll. The
yeah, we have to be honest on that.
happy face is Jen is messier. A sad face is Erica is messier. Erica is the sad face. Jen is the happy face. I don't hear Jen in a lot of mess all the time, but you always
Yeah,
hear
I
Erica.
don't either. Like not to Erica's level. And
Yes,
that's the
Erica.
factor here because we're talking about Jen and Erica. So I honestly I gotta agree with Drop. I don't hear Jen to Erica's level. I don't. Erica's in a league of her own.
But that's just like y'all might think that I'm messy on here, why I'm on here, why my man. But I keep this stuff from my husband. He rarely hears me on here. He likes to talk about relationships, so I don't mind calling him and say, "Oh, babe, they want to ask you something." He want people to, because I think he's so smart or whatever. So, and he think he's some kind of, smart man or whatever. So he don't mind me calling him and say, "Hey, we're talking about this." That's different. It kind of strokes his ego. But a man having to always listen to a woman in the same house with a mess, I would never. I would never do that.
Is Erica messy or is she just a recapper that has a good memory?
Well, no, people have said that Erica brings up stuff in their life that shouldn't be brought up about their life. So they have pinned Erica as the person that remembers exactly what you might have wanted to forget in your life, and she brings it up. That's what they said about Erica. Now, I'm not sure if that's per se true, but that's what they say Erica does. So this is why this hits different or hits the same, is because it's a part of her actual life.
Well, let me give you this, sweet. I was already away from Diamond's panel, and Erica had went on that trip to Ghana. She got into the big box talking about her trip to Ghana. She brought up me giving Diamond $6,000 and say, "Oh, that equates to a millionaire in Ghanaian money, whatever it is." But
Chinese, I think. I don't know. I think it's
it
Chinese.
doesn't even
Yes,
it doesn't even
Guyanese.
equate to that. It doesn't even equate to that. But she brought me up and I hadn't even been in a panel forever. So yes, she's messy.
Oh, that is messy. Sorry, drop. I had to walk away from the phone, but I heard you.
Oh, that's
And
okay.
then
That's
in
okay.
the moment of her and Jen getting into it, Jen came up to tell her, should you not basically be talking right now on this topic, knowing that you have some things? And so that's how they got into it because Jen noticed a moment of her being messy and she's like, don't you got other things to worry about?
I will say this: if you're an ugly person, if you're an ugly person, you should work on not on other characteristics that'll make you more acceptable by a man. Because if a guy's not sleeping with you, like I said, no man is gonna lie about that, especially if the woman knows that he lives with another woman. Because I could 1,000% believe that there's thousands and thousands of men who are with women living with them and they just don't want to sleep with them. I mean, you could be upset about it, but that's just the truth. There's a lot of men who don't want to sleep with the woman that they live with. They rather go out and sleep with something else because they're sick of it.
I mean, and I
But
understand
I
that,
also
Scholar.
believe
I
that it doesn't
understand that.
matter with the mature woman with some sense. It doesn't matter if they're in the house, they might as well. I don't know what a woman would do. I don't know how that makes sense to a woman to say, oh, she lives there. Oh, but you're not sleeping with her? Oh, okay, okay, that's good. That's good. Like what? She's there. It doesn't matter if he fucking her. That's
Yeah, that
just
would
like
turn
fucking
me
her.
off.
Listen, if she ain't paying no bills, that's same as fucking, okay?
Y'all, that would actually turn me off because, mind you, if you're not fucking in the home with some cooch, I would think that it's not worth me to come, try to get at that point.
No, you know why the girl would believe that? Because once again, back to the world that we live in, pretty and ugly. You're not sleeping with the ugly person you live with. That actually makes fucking sense. Now, if it was a beautiful, stunning fucking person, and tell me if I'm wrong, a woman would have a hard time believing that you're not fucking a beautiful woman that you live with. But since the person is not beautiful, they're extremely unattractive. That other person could be like, you know what? I believe you're not sleeping with her. Because goddamn it, who the fuck would want to fuck her?
That's true.
Except she didn't believe him.
The world does.
Oh, I definitely believe him, but Jen doesn't believe him.
So y'all, I would have to question, can he even get it up? I would have to question, can he even use it? Like if he's not fucking Erica, and at this point, as y'all say it, that would be an easy fuck. If he's not even fucking what's easy, I would have to question, can he even get it up and utilize the dick? I honestly
Boom,
would, because that's an
Manny, you're
easy
on the
fuck.
same wave. People don't realize what you're hearing. If a woman, if a man at my age would tell me he ain't fucking the woman he living with, I'm not thinking that's good. I'm thinking a whole bunch of other shit. Cause that's some bullshit there. Cause I was always told pussy don't got no face. So I don't know what y'all talking about up here, but I was always told pussy don't got no face now.
Okay, then you don't understand men because I'm sorry to tell you, we have to be attracted to you. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women who think their men can't perform no more.
Scholar,
No, it's
what?
no,
We
it's
got to
not
be
that. They
attracted.
just
So
don't want to
Scholar, you're
fuck
saying we
you.
got to be attracted in some
A
of these
man has to be attracted to a woman. Hell the fuck yes he does. What the hell? What is this, a
Now,
job?
Scholar, you're talking to people that have slept with men and you have slept with women, and you're honestly saying you have to be attracted. Now, that may be for you, Scholar, and I'm not going to take it away. But that's what you're saying, that you honestly have to be attracted in order to sleep, i.e., bust one.
Yeah, so a man has to be attracted to a woman to, unless he's extremely horny, which doesn't happen all the time. But if you're living with somebody, it's going to become like a job, and that's why
Wait, now
guys
you
get
say
tired of
unless
sleeping
he's
with them.
extremely horny and it doesn't happen all the time? Wait,
Yeah, I
Scholar,
mean, men
like, what
aren't
is
horny all the
this?
time. Like men aren't horny. Like there be some nights I would just hit something that I normally wouldn't hit just because I'm like, I'm in the moment. But that's not gonna happen all the time if you're living with somebody that you're just not attracted for too. Yeah. So I mean,
Y'all
if you
act
think your
like,
man,
let's
if
just
your
say,
man can't get it
said
up,
ugly women don't be married. There are some unattractive women married to some fine ass niggas, and they have kids and family, they love, they come on now. Y'all trying to
they
act like
probably fell in love.
unattractive women don't get chosen. That's
Well, they
not
probably fell in
true.
love. I mean, no, that's true. That happens. But I mean, more often than not, there's always an exception. I'm not talking about 1,000% of the time, but more often than not,
But Erica actually fixed that because technically she got a man. Now, granted, he has said some salacious things and might haven't done it the
Who?
proper way. But honestly, we are talking about this because
Who
Erica
is her
got her
man,
a man.
man?
Same.
No, he's not.
I get what you all are saying, but what I'm saying in this
No, what he
conversation,
is saying. He said
I
that is
get
not
what
his woman.
everybody is saying, but what I'm saying is what brought
Woman
us
that he
here.
wants to fuck on the
What
side.
what brought us here is the fact that he is with Erica.
I'm
That's what
sorry to
brought us
tell you,
here.
if a guy wants to fuck on the side, then you're not supplying what he wants. If he has to fuck on the side, I mean, believe it or not, but there's a guy could actually fuck the same girl all the time if he's getting exactly what he wants from her. But if he's not getting it, he's gonna go somewhere else to get it. So it does
Okay,
happen.
so same has been in PLR's inbox giving her money and Jen giving her money, but he ends up, think about what y'all said. Two attractive young ladies, right? But he ends up with organically
That's not
with
organic.
Erica.
That's not organic.
But no, I'm saying quote unquote. Come on now, girl.
Didn't you
I'm
say
saying
So
he
he
needs a
on
babysitter?
so
anyway.
he's playing with
Damn.
two attractive women. A man who's recently he's a widower. And so he's attracted to two cute women. But then he chooses, right, freshly. This is all still fresh. He chooses an unattractive woman in his house for his daughter.
Because it's
Make it
uglier
make
to trick a
sense.
it's easier to trick an ugly person than a pretty person. That's why. What the fuck? You can get an ugly girl to do whatever the fuck you want.
I have a question.
But
I have
he was
another question,
tricking.
y'all.
But he was
That's not
tricking
how
a
that
pretty person.
happened.
But he
That's
was
exactly
tricking
how
a
that
pretty
happens. You don't
person.
want
Hold
to believe
on.
it.
But he was
No,
tricking
that's
a
not
pretty
how that
person
actually happens in
too.
this case.
He was tricking a pretty person too.
Can I ask a question?
He was tricking both species of people.
What
All
happened
of us
is when
PLR.
PLR, Mama C, and Nico were dragging Sam and exposing him, Erica was the savior. That's what happened. That's how she was able to position herself. She was
Can I
speaking up for him. He don't do all of this and he ain't in this life, so he was getting toward a new one. And Erica is the one that became the mouthpiece. She
Yes,
flew
she was.
herself out there. She paid for her own ticket to get to Texas the first time she went out there, and she told everybody she flew herself out there. But why wouldn't she if she saw it as an investment? Because everybody saw it was a lollipop. She licked it.
Boom.
I have a question. That goes back to the point that I was making. You said he's such a good man. He wouldn't do this. He wouldn't do that. Yet he had a woman pay her own ticket, but y'all don't think she paying 50-50. When a woman will pay for her own ticket to go see a nigga.
Yeah,
A
if
man,
the
She
woman
was
is
y'all,
never
hold
paying,
on, let
that's
stop
a
me
bad
paying his
finish.
sign.
Hold on,
bills,
let me
though,
finish.
Drop. You're
Hold on, let me
missing the
finish.
point, honey.
Let me
So
finish, Queen Jules. Let me finish. So,
obviously you never been in a situation
okay,
where a man would take care of you, then Drop. Because a man is not going to stop paying his bills. His bills. The mortgage is his name, his utilities, his insurance. He's not going to say, "Oh, let me stop so you can pay half of it." Are you kidding me, girl? What men have you been with?
And I got to agree with Queen Jules because even though my husband takes care of me, we still are under the same teaching of we both have to have enough to cover it if either one of us decide to act up because we are men. So I agree with Queen Jules. Hold on.
The only thing a man would allow a woman to pay for in his shit is the food. He would tell her, "Take care of your shit. Take care of your shit. I'm good over here." That's what a man would do. Good or bad. Ain't no man stopping his shit.
Especially if they're not married. I agree
Right. Ain't no
with
man gonna
you.
stop paying his own bills. What in the world y'all talking about?
I mean, she's decorated really well. I could see her purchasing like the home
Yeah, making the
decoration, things
house
of
look
that
cute
nature.
and all of that,
Yes, that's
household
what the
needs,
woman
right.
does. Yes, yes. That's what she's
Pictures and
doing. She's
shit.
done
You got a
well.
whole bunch of extra cause you shopping. You gonna pay for a trip because you gonna be like, "Babe, look, because you got money. He paying everything. Let's go on a trip. Let's go for a week. I paid for it." Yeah, something like that. You gonna bring him gifts.
You know that woman's gonna make that house a home every time.
Absolutely.
He wanted a babysitter. That's what I'm getting.
I get that he wanted a babysitter, but I also acknowledge that he did choose Erica. Like apparently she was proper enough to be around his child, to be there alone, to add some, female touch to the place. Like again, we have to give the respect to Erica.
You think this guy had like a wide variety of options? Like no man does. Like unless you're
Well,
like
he had
whatever.
some.
But
I will say he had some options. I ain't gonna say a wide variety, but just in beginning stories, he had options. Now, granted, various people might have declined him, but he still had options.
I don't think he had options because of the
Manny,
option that he chose to go with.
are you talking about options for having sex or options to come take care of his daughter? Because
Options
those
for
other
what he wanted her
women,
for.
Well,
the
it's
other
a
women,
mixture, sweet. It's a mixture, sweet, because we don't really know. all that he wanted, because granted, yes, we know he wanted sex, and yes, we know he wanted that mother figure. So it just has me to think that if he was able to get sex, then he probably would have moved them over. And if he was able to get them as a mother figure, then he would move them over to sex. So I kind of see them both still going hand in hand.
But the option that he picked is somebody that he does not want to sleep with. So, I mean, he obviously went with the short end of the stick. So, all his other options failed. Because, trust me, if a guy could get a woman in their house that they want to sleep with and want to, because that's what men want. We want somebody we're attracted to. Unfortunately, he got something he was not attracted to at all, which is why he spent a year celibate.
So
So,
Skylar, what you're saying is basically he was forced into time to get somebody there and chose Erica. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, we got to settle sometimes. Sometimes it's like a babysitter or,
I could see
somebody.
that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Time is ticking of the essence. You want a mother figure there for your child. You want a hunch, give or take, but you do want that mother figure there, and time is ticking. Yeah, I can see somebody picking somebody, because we have to think about it. Do we want to sit there 6 months? Do we want to sit there 5 months? Do we want to sit there 4 months? And your child is looking for a female in a sense of a word. So I can understand that as well.